God, why is this so annoying? You know, back in my day, computers were so easy to use, but now they got these newfangled Bluetooths and HDMI cables. Who cares? You know, back in my day, they just had two or 4 megahertz and just a couple kilobytes of RAM. You know what else I hate? I hate this entitled younger generation. Why don't they like the same things that I like?
Shut the fuck up, boomer!
It's always the 80s in my house. It's always the 80s in my house. Yeah, it's always the 80s in my house. Yeah, it's always the 80s in my house.
All right, guys. Today's computer comes from 1981, the year I was born, which makes me the first birth year of the millennials. This is a microprocessor MPF-1 experiment thing. It runs on a Zilog Z80 processor, which is pretty cool. There were 3 main processors back in the day. There was the Motorola 6502, there was the Intel 8088 or 8086, and then there was the Zilog Z80. And you went from like Rolls-Royce to Chevy to Yugo. I don't know. The Z80 was the cost-cutting garbage processor that stuff like the ZX Spectrum used. And this machine right here has a Z80 processor. And what's good about a Z80 processor? It's cheap. That's about it. So this computer's weird because it doesn't have a real keyboard. You program it in hexadecimal. It doesn't have a monitor. It just has this weird 6 LED digit display. That's how it lights up. And you read your hexadecimal codes there. You can step through them. And it has a little thermal printer that's over there on the left. I'll show you that in a second. But this is what you would do. You would hand program in everything in hexadecimal code, and you would go line by line, step by step, and that's how you would learn how to program. These were used in teaching environments, training how computer logic works, and the first users of these computers were boomers and old Gen X. I work with baby boomers all day in my job. I work IT, I'm sure you can tell. And here's the thing about baby boomers. They romanticize the past in a way that makes absolutely no sense. They come in every day and talk about how they can't use the computer, brand new Lenovo or Dell or HP laptop with touch screens and Windows 10 hold your hand mode, search for anything. You have everything at your fingertips. And they will complain and whine about how, I didn't grow up with these computers, these newfangled machines. I didn't grow up with them, so I don't know how to use them. But if you handed them this, they wouldn't even know where to start. Boomers just make a living off bitching and complaining about how things used to be better back in their day and how everything's so complicated and weird now. They make jokes about gay and trans people and about, I identify as an avocado, so I'm going to need my own bathroom. Fuck them. Pardon my French. I literally can't stand that attitude. If you go back to the 1950s or the 60s or the 70s, and you tell me it's a great time to be a gay person or a black person or a Hispanic person, no. They weren't even that great for white people. You were getting drafted into weird wars. Baby boomers have zero grip on reality. I think they just love to complain. I don't want anything to change. It's moving too fast. No, it's not. It's moving forward. Everything is getting better. Everything is getting easier. But you're not. You're not getting better. You're getting worse. When I was in high school, my generation looked up to the baby boomers of the 60s and the 70s. We fantasized about, the summer of love and being involved in the civil rights movement and the protest march of the 70s, the Stonewall riots, and we really, really looked up to boomers. And I think that's the thing that hurts the most. It's just how far they've fallen. Just how bad they've gotten. They used to be something to look up to. Oh man, these guys were out there fighting the man, anti-authoritarianism, grow out your hair, peace, love, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And now they're just bootlickers and Republican conservatives on Facebook yelling at their relatives, making jokes about gay and trans people. You guys are pathetic. This computer's pathetic. It has 2 kilobytes of RAM and 2.5 megahertz of processor speed. Its best days were never that great. Things were not better in the past. This computer was always a joke. The Z80 processor isn't some lost gem. It was just in the right place at the right time. Just like the baby boomers. They still make this computer today as a training tool. And just like the baby boomers, it's long outlived its usefulness. And you might be saying, oh man, that's a really harsh takedown on some baby boomers. That's supposed to be a computer review. But here's the deal, man. They started it, right? They started going after millennials and, whatever's coming after us, Gen Z, the meme generation, whatever. They started this. We didn't start it. We looked up to them. We were like, baby boomers, you're cool. We love the Beatles and Bob Dylan. But they started this, man. They came after us first. And I promise you, millennials will finish it. This computer gets a 10 out of 10, guys. See you soon.